Fantastic Tip Mobility. It's the #1 mobility exercise program that I recommend to increase overall upper, lower body, total body mobility so you can stay healthy as long as possible. Follow the rules I have designated in my book on when to perform it. First exercise, it's the sumo squat hold and the overhead reach, okay? So, I'm going to get in position, toes pointed out at a 45-degree angle, get in a prayer position, get down to squat position, keep the chest up, keep a neutral spine, meaning the neck is not too overhead, not too far down. I want to make it in a straight line every single time. Push my knees out. I'm going to reach up. My eyes are going to follow my hand to the sky. Reach up, follow my hand to the sky. You're going to do 5 reps each way. Increasing mobility in that thoracic spine as well as in the shoulder, but mainly in the hips and that lower back, right in that groin area. 5 reps each way. Number 2, rocking side lunge holds. You're going to rock back and forth each way. You're going to hold it for a few counts. So, get in position here. I'm going to rock into my right side first, and I'm just going to rock back and forth, working on straightening that opposite leg out each time. Keeps that mobility in the groin. Back and forth helps with the hip. It'll find exactly where you're tight. You're going to feel it in through here. This is a very sensitive area where a lot of athletes don't have the mobility. If you're not mobile in the hips, mobile in the groin, you're going to feel it in that low back. You're going to feel it in your glutes when you're playing. Next exercise, you would need a bench, okay? It's called a T-spine overhead bench hold, okay? What I'm going to do, you can use a PVC pipe with this, or you can use bands. We'll just show you with bands real quick. You don't even need bands to do this, but it kind of forces you to make sure your mechanics are right when you're performing this. So, grab the bands like so. Got the palm facing me. I'm going to get down here on my knees, put my elbows here on the bench, bring my knees out. I'm just going to sink into this, sink in a little bit further out. Then I'm going to work on that range of motion. If I need to create more tension, I'll grab a little bit closer. I'm just going to sink in through here. Dig in there real deep. Nice controlled breathing. Just like in the foam rolling, I want to breathe. You're going to hold this down here. 30 seconds. If you need longer, go ahead and hold it longer. Back and forth. Right back up. That's going to help with that thoracic mobility that you desperately need as a baseball player. Next exercise. We go straight into the sleeper stretch, okay? So I'm going to lay flat on my right side. You can do both sides. If you're a right-handed athlete, you'll need it on your right side the most. Left-handed athlete, the other. Keep the shoulder in contact with the ground. So you can see this. Elbow here, elbow straight away from the shoulder. I'm not down here. I'm not up here. Elbow, straight line. I'm going to bring my palm down to the ground. I want to keep my shoulder down. I'm a guy that's had 2 overhead labral surgeries, okay? This is very hard for me. The goal is to be able to get this palm all the way down to the ground. You can see how hard this is for me to do this. I'm doing the stretch constantly. I'm constantly getting out of whack and I don't have the mobility that I need. Pull this down, 30 seconds. I'm talking as I'm doing this. You want to not be talking. You want to be under control, breathing. Work on that range of motion. Keep that shoulder in contact with the ground. 30 seconds. You're going to do both sides. Okay. Now, we go straight into there. Now we're going to attack the lower back. Iron cross, 90-degree hold. I'm going to lay flat down here. Okay. Bring my leg up here, 90 degrees. Hand, so if I'm bringing my right leg over, my left hand's going to grab the knee. I'm going to bring this down, knee down to the ground, hand off to my side, keep that opposite shoulder on the ground. I'm going to hold this here, 30 seconds. Really try to force that, keep the pressure on the knee that's across the body. Keep it at 90 degrees. This will help a ton with low back mobility, rotational mobility, as well as keeping the sacrum healthy. You do the other side. Both sides, like always, hold this. Keep this opposite leg straight. I don't want to see that opposite leg bend like this. Keep it in a straight position. Hold this here, 30 seconds. Again, you're not talking. You're just sitting there, you're controlling the movement, you're breathing, being efficient with the movement. Next exercise, number 6, forward lunge hold with a rotation high, okay? So when I'm getting a lunge position, here, that knee can be in contact with the ground, that's okay. Lunge position, and I'm going to rotate to the side of the leg that's forward. I'm going to rotate as if I'm holding the world off to my side. My eyes are going to be pointed off to the right side, or to my left side. looking up through here, holding that range of motion, try to increase a little bit more. Rotation, mobility, low back, as well as working from all the way down here. You'll feel it from the hip flexor, groin, all the way up through your abdomen. Stretching through here. Next side, we do both sides. Lunge in here, reach up, keep that momentum forward. So if I'm leaning forward, that's where I'm going to feel the stretch. A lot of athletes don't understand that you've got to create that mobility by moving forward while you're doing this, reaching up to the sky. Next exercise, one-legged frog, aka the piriformis stretch, okay? So I'm going to keep my hands out in front of me. So pretend that you're in a push-up position. You're going to bring your right knee forward, bring the foot out, and you're going to sit into this position. Bring your elbows down, knees in the middle of the chest. It's almost like you're trying to lay on the side of your thigh and try to bring your glute down to the ground. You're going to hold this position here. Breathe, under control. Great stretch for the glutes, great stretch for that piriformis. I'll show you off to the side here. Push-up position, left leg, boom. Lean, under control. Deep breaths. Hold that, 30 seconds. Increase as you need. Again, this is a template. You can add as much as you need. Decrease. Do not go lower than 30 seconds. Now, next one. Banded dislocates to alternate dislocates. You can use a PVC pipe, but you can also use the bands. Grab out here, start out wide. Once you get outside of your shoulders, you're going to go from hip to your glutes. Up overhead, back down, return. Up overhead, back down, return. Good scap mobility, good shoulder mobility exercise. So this is the forward, just regular dislocates. Now I'm going to alternate. Left arm, right arm. Keep the elbows straight, arms straight. Don't want to make sure I'm not bent. I should see this. Okay, I'm going to keep the arms straight, up overhead, back. The bands are nice because it forces you to create tension to make sure it's not getting loose when you're doing the range of motion work. Okay? Now, 9. Okay, you're going to use a foam roll. Right? We call this T-spine foam roll mini sit-ups. Okay, we're creating thoracic extension, thoracic mobility. Foam roll here. We're going to line it up with the middle of my back. Thoracic just means the middle of my back. I'm going to get in this position here. Now, you can cross the arms here, but a lot of people won't perform this exercise correctly. Put your arms up overhead, and you're going to come up and down. Up, down. Think about punching the sky. Up, down. Up, down. Okay? A little bit lower. Up, down. Up, down. People who can do this correctly and hold their form will be in this position here. Up, down. Thoracic mobility. We're not working on mobility down through here. We're not working on mobility in my neck. It's thoracic, the middle of the back. Okay? Last exercise. Sit again. We're working on the thoracic mobility right here. Elbow to sky, thoracic extension, and a quadruped position. Quadruped position just means on all fours. I'm going to be right here. Put my hand on top of my neck. I'm going to start my elbow straight down. I'm going to follow my elbow up to the sky. Back and forth. Working on that mobility in the scap. Nice good range of motion. Follow the hand to the sky. Now, we do this here. We can also do this in an internal rotation. So I'm going to put my hand back behind my back here. And I'm going to follow elbow to sky. Work on that internal mobility. Back and forth. Okay? You do both sides for that exercise. Fantastic 10 mobility. You do these exercises, you will stay healthy, you will stay safe, be able to perform your sport at a high level. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Laird's Training, LLC. Until next time, Coach Laird.